What's good, people? What's good? It's Ivy, your Ivy Vibes. And if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. And we are going to see if I can get into a little bit of your business. All right. So let's see for some of you what could be going on. We have justice as the main energy that is around you right now. So, you could really be trying to tap into your intuition at this time and really trying to use it to guide you to figure out a situation. This is looking at, a little bit of your moral compass, trying to balance the scales between one thing and another, trying to see, what is actually fair. This could also, be you taking into consideration the whole cause and effect thing, like whatever you may be dealing with or the energy around you could be in a place where maybe you did something that has now caused you to be in a specific situation, or you could be pondering this and thinking about, okay, if this happens, if I do this, or if this situation occurs, this is going to be the potential outcome of it. So like weighing things, it's almost like you're trying to be the judge and the juror. Jury, you know what I mean. So your intuition, you may be having like feelings of you're using your intuition like real heavy right now, but that's the energy around you. So you could just personally be like in this space where you need to figure out a situation that's just going to be fair. Okay, so let's see what that situation is. Needing to make a decision. Again, we have the Two of Swords. Okay, so it's really following your inner voice and figuring out what is going to be a fair situation for you, making a decision, but really looking at it in a way where you are trying to be very careful about the repercussions of what's going to happen with your actions. This is a very difficult choice that I feel like you are being faced with. So there is a lot of indecision that is there, going back and forth, trying to really weigh out the options. Let's see why. Why is this such a heavy decision for you to make? Why are you vacillating back and forth between two things? So we have the Knight of Pentacles. You are being very slow to take action, and this is a challenge for you because this was laying this way when it wasn't up or down. So you need to take a practical approach to whatever it is that you're dealing with, and take responsibility for the part that you play in it. Okay, it definitely feels like you may be expecting something because you put in a lot of hard work, or there could be a lot of hard work that you need to put into a situation, and so you may be trying to figure out how you want to do it, weighing your options, what is the best approach to take with this, because there's just a lot at stake here, and it's going to take a lot of time before you actually see the results, because this is Pentacles. Pentacles is that earth sign, so it's like anything that you plant or put in the ground, like a seed, it doesn't sprout up overnight. It takes time before you see the results of it. So this may be why you could be in this energy of really trying to figure out why you're not being quick to make a decision, and really trying to figure out how is this all going to work out in the long run. Okay, so let's see. We got the Eight of Pentacles. So again, this is definitely something that you need to work hard towards, put a lot of energy into, but it's also something that it feels like you're very passionate about. You may have been being diligent about heading in this direction for a long time to begin with already, but there's also this thing here where you need to also balance out how you work and play. Don't work so much, and then don't play so much, but balance out the work and play, make it even. You want to play as hard as you work. I think that this is also something that is going into your creativity. So if this is something that you've been working hard towards, it's because it's a passion and you feel so moved by it. But that's where the creativity comes in. But you just want to make sure that you are staying balanced with this. So let's see. How exactly do you feel about this? How exactly do you feel about this situation? You feel like, you know, this is something that you really are ready to receive, this opportunity. We have the Four of Wands. So I think that this is something where you've been waiting to celebrate your work and everything, all the efforts that you have been putting into it. And this definitely could be something that involves a home life, like having a place where you feel you can have a fellowship, okay? Coming together, having something to, you know, be happy about. And this is literally like welcoming in, you know, new opportunities for you. So it could be, you know, you possibly going forward in a new relationship, possibly building a home life for yourself, you know what I'm saying, getting married, making that new step. So let's see, what action should we take? What action is needed here? Six of Pentacles is, again, this is something that's dealing with balance when it comes to, because you see he's got those scales in his hands, which is almost referring to the Justice card, being balanced, being careful about your generosity, what you give to with the Pentacles, what you invest in is very important here, how generous you are sharing your wealth and also building more wealth. What do you want to be charitable towards, or who do you want to be charitable towards? Because this is going to definitely affect different things for you. Okay? What in the world is on my window shield? Alright. So, let's see. My windows are tinted dark. What's the lesson here? Oh boy. This is a challenge. The Seven of Pentacles. We're getting nothing but Pentacles and Swords here. We got one Wands. But it's a lot of Pentacles here. So, because this came out cross, this is definitely a bit of a challenge. Being patient, but being... working hard, persevering, you know, not giving up in whatever it is that you are going for, but also taking time to be reflective of what you've already done. These things may be a challenge because, again, when you're in that liminal space where you haven't exactly left where you are, but haven't exactly crossed over into where you want to be, you almost could potentially become restless or ungrateful because, again, the expectations, feeling like you should have arrived or this should have happened by now, because, you know, we all have our own time frames of when we want or expect things to happen, and those expectations can become tricky and get us in trouble in terms of then how we move or how we not remain grateful. So you want to just stay focused and know that whatever you are doing, it is going to come through. But that is a challenge because it came out cross. So let's see, what is the outcome here? We got the Queen of Wands. I'm sorry, the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is definitely something that I think you feel very emotional about. But again, you need to use your intuition to allow it to guide you. That nigga tall too. Jesus. I'm sorry. Use your intuition and allow yourself to just be receptive of the energy that is coming into you, but be careful about what you receive. Okay, lay back in your feminine energy, whether you are a female or a male, meaning allow things to come to you. Don't always be in this energy where you have to feel like you've always got to work. And that's again where this challenge is, because we're not really doing anything here. He's just sitting back and he's allowing himself to have that time to reflect. Okay, he's allowing himself that time to reflect. So you may have a challenging time when it comes to reflecting, because you may feel like if you're not doing something that you're not progressing, or that nothing is happening, or you know, some people just have a hard time sitting still and not doing anything, just taking a moment to just be, think and reflect. But that is all about the Queen of Cups energy. You know, it's nurturing yourself, loving yourself, allowing yourself to have that time when you can kind of reflect and look at the goodness of the things that you have around you, you know, already. So let's get some advice for you. And if you are resonating with this reading, I would ask that you would please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be forever grateful. The outcome here, we have the Three of Wands in reverse, and that is looking at seeing the things that you are wanting to have come to you, but also recognizing that you may encounter some frustrations because there may be some delays, and that is okay, because we want to make sure that whatever it is that we are going for is definitely going to come in a way that is going to last and be sustainable. So don't challenge yourself when it comes to these obstacles. We can change that word of obstacles into protection. Sometimes we don't see things that way, but whatever obstacles come around that seem like they impede us from moving forward as fast as we like, may mean that we just need to slow down and take a second look at whatever it is that we are doing, because we may not be meant to move that fast. And when we moving too fast, we could lose sight of things or miss out on seeing things that we need to actually have and can catch. You know what I'm saying? Like the person that is driving at 80 miles an hour is not going to see the same things that the person that's going 20 miles an hour is. A person at 20 miles an hour may be able to look at things and reflect on the beauty around them, and you know, see that there's some danger even possibly ahead a lot better than the person that's just speeding through, and they're not going to have time to avoid that danger as quickly. So don't think about the word obstacle as being something that hinders you, but look at it as divine protection that is keeping you from missing out on things that are going to make everything that you're working for a lot better. Those delays, you know, what we may call delays is divine timing. Is things that are, you know, those road bumps, the speed bumps in the road that need us to slow down so that everything in the future can be laid out just the way that it needs to be. So don't get frustrated, you know, just be patient and allow things to come to you the way that they are meant to, because that's what's going to end up being the best for you in the end, whether it feels like it or not. So if this reading again resonated with you, I would ask that you would be so kind as to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'd like to thank you guys so much for hanging in there with me. All my old subscribers from the very beginning, my new subscribers as well. I am Ivy, and you're at Ivy Vibes. And until the next time, you guys, as always, please be well.